A Thracian Sketch. Ceres is roaming the lower 40 again. Crazy as a cricket, that one. Flat forehead and oaten pigtails, a juggernaut of sorrows. Why does she persist in pain? Oh, look, she's skipping. Broken record brain, that one. Obsessed as quackgrass. Fraught with bad underworld memories gone riot. She's strewing seed. She's gone beyond the bend. You bet I'd judge her. I'm in the Twitter sphere, and my mother never let me fraternize with weeds. My mother staked that barbed wire fence. I scroll through feeds while back in Rome, careers explode in hashtag bangs more glossified than small town rape, than small town consequence.
A god somewhere dances, but empty eye sockets look blindly. Folks dream. I was one among millions who watched a formaldehyde square, the dancing mercury lava of black and white dots mingled brilliantly, cotched dung and heraldry, some public, some where. It was fustian bile crows. I heard screams spreading under the hymns in my church. Years of chanteuses and myopic clerks toting fire-spraying slogans. They leapt high like froth and beer poured out too fast. Should I swear as I watch? Should I pray that we're saved with bile greasing my face and the sun in its grave? Let the Greeks remember Odysseus the brave. Let the Greeks remember what Penelope saved.
Call screen. The way at night on highways through the mountains, sometimes a mountain isn't there. Its difference from the dark so faint. And then a light goes on. A glinting square reveals a ridgeline. When you called and we spoke with the same familiar ease after so many years, all anger miles past us, the highway corridor I sped through, outlet malls and office towers vacant at night, a wilderness of glass and concrete, rose up animate, pulsing from that inmost spark of unsuspected luck, to hear your voice as if untouched by time, your play of confidence with bashfulness, your little tunes in uh-huh and oh and a, though afterward the world outside the car went blank once more, a dwelling carved from empty space. If only I could find it, waited to appear again, the way at night on highways through the mountains. Sometimes a mountain isn't there, its difference from the dark so faint. And then a light goes on, a glinting square.
The motion. Ah, but the spirit moves in physical ways. The wind swims afield, a teenaged girl grins, slow and sly. And what steady ruckus does the blood make, running the body's blind streets? The afternoon is a big house sprung with minutes. Light chimes on a woman's bright brown hair. Her strong calves whisper, my heart sings like a bruise. Luck spins like a June bug crazed by what glad music? It must be the sky bringing sky. It must be a tribe of ants whistling at a crumb. Everything makes a noise. every crooning wants an ear. Everywhere I go, a woman is dressed in her own shining. A cat lands. A little boy traps his shadow against a fence. And the eye pins all this with one fast hand. How can the world be in the world? My skin grown loose as a brood of birds, I could fly out of myself. Naked, the soul would be less than a word, a web of air, a grabbing without fingers. But the spirit moves in physical ways, and with it rises this righteous fever, this slight tickling, this light madness. It's just the dust of a day blown dim. Night swings its tail.
The Refinery. Thirsty and languorous after their long black sleep, the old gods crooned and shuffled and shook their heads. Dry, dry. By railroad they set out across the desert of stars to drink the world our mouths had soaked in the strange sentences we made when they were asleep. A pollen-tinted slurry of passion and lapsed intention, whose imagined taste made those savage deities hiss and snort. In the lightless carriages, a smell of snake and coarse fur, glands of lymphless breath, and ichor, the avid stenches of immortal bodies. Their long train clicked inside through gulfs of night between the planets and came down through the evening fog of redwood canyons. From the train at sunset, fiery warehouse windows at dark, at dusk. Then a gash of neon, bar, black pine woods, a junction, glimpses of sluggish surf among the rocks, a moan of dreamy, forgotten divinity, calling and fading across the windows of a town. Inside the train, a flash of dragonfly wings, an antlered brow. Black night again, and then, after the bridge, a palace on the water, the great refinery, impossible city of lights, a million bulbs tracing its turreted boulevards and mazes. The castle of a person pronounced alive. The corporation, a fictional lord, real in law. Barbicans and torches along the siding where the engine slows had a central tank, a ward of steel palisades, valved and chandeliered. The muttering gods greedily penetrate those bright pavilions, libation of benzene, naphthalene, asphalt, gasoline, tar, syllables cracked and fractioned from unarticulated crude, the smeared keep of life that fed on itself in pitchy darkness when the gods were new, inedible, volatile and sublimated afresh to sting our tongues who use it, refined from oil of stone. The gods batten on the vats and drink up love cries and memorized Chaucer, lines from movies and songs hoarded in Mortmain, exile's charms, the basal or desperate distillates of breath steeped, brewed, and spent, as though we were their aphids or their bees that monstered up sweetness for them while they slept.